Welcome to Overland Expo West 2025. Today we're going to walk around the show and check out some of the off-road and overland campers that are offered here from XGRiD. If there are certain trailers you're interested in or certain trailers you're not interested in, then I'll put chapters on this video and put timestamps down in the description so you can skip through to various things, and also put a link to the specs of all the trailers that are in this video in the description. So if you want to see weights, capacities, and so on, you can go and look at that.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Trevor. I am the US rep for Lifestyle Campers, company based out of Brisbane, Australia, and we're going to check out the Fusionn. The Fusionn is available in a couple different floor plans. However, this one is set up for a family of 4 with the bunk beds, but the main feature I love on this trailer is the kitchen. Come check it out. So we have an external table here that folds up nice along the side. Door opens up and we have full access to the kitchen. Dual burner induction cooktop, sink. All of these roll down doors to cover all of your pantry goods. We have a rack on the side for spices. We have another pull out here, which is great for bread or wine. No judgment, however you want to go. And then we have our cutlery drawer right here. So tons of countertop space. We even have another drawer right here. This one is perfect for pots and pans. This model is optioned with the Cruise Master airbag suspension. It's independent swing arm. We also have our rock sliders going around it to protect it. It's really nice. The airbags are controlled up front here, so you can control it left and right. It makes setup really easy. You roll into camp, level it out, and start setting up the rest of camp. The Australians like to say, if you're not sitting down drinking a beer within 5 minutes, you're doing it wrong. And this thing is well under the 5-minute setup, full camp setup. We also have a pull-out. It's designed to fit the BBQ, but you can really fit any kind. I'm actually trying to figure out how to put a smoker right there because I love me some smoked meat. So you have a container up front, a small jerry can will fit up there. We also have firebox storage and gas storage in here. So you can put a little bit of firewood right here, and then you have your propane. The propane really is only for your BBQ or a fire pit, depending on where you're at. DO35 hitch up front. This is the fastest hookup that you can have. Should be the industry standard. Then the ARC jockey wheel, all standard, handbrake standard. This is the diesel tank for your hot water and your furnace. Then we have more storage right here. So on the top, it passes through all the way to the side. This passes through, but you can't really get to the other side because of the stove. The garage, over 6 feet of length of internal storage, just massive amounts of extra gear. You also have smaller overhead storage, same as on the kitchen side. This has a full Victron power package in it, so 3,000 watt inverter, DC to DC charging, and solar control. Underneath here, you have your water tanks, your battery compartment, everything really easy to get to. The water tanks are also inside, which is really nice if you're going to be doing any kind of cold weather, because it will stay somewhat heated. You don't have to worry about any freezing. All of our trailers come with the dust suppression system. This thing's amazing. I have taken these on some trails with really heavy moon dust. No dust gets on the inside because you turn it on, it sucks dirty air in through a filter, creates a positive air pressure on the inside, and then any movement in the seals will push clean air out versus sucking dirty air in. External shower, so that way kids are dirty, dogs are dirty, bikes, whatever, you can wash it on the outside. And this one actually has a shower on the inside too. Full-size spare, standard. This one is optioned for a firebox. It can be used for firewood, generator, anything that you want to put in it. Really, it's great for wet gear from the beach or lake, but that's an option. You can also option for another spare tire if you need it. One of the great things about Lifestyle Campers is all of our trailers are hyper campers. It's a mix between a hard side and a soft sided trailer. So when the roof is closed, we have a roof line of about 7 feet tall. This one has an optional air conditioner on it, so it's about 7 inches taller. So it's about 7'8" complete height on this guy, but it creates a huge interior space while keeping it nice low profile. It's aerodynamic while you're driving. You don't get a whole lot of wind resistance, even side wind when you get a nice crosswind on those highways. To raise and lower this guy, it's a single push button, and it is just right there to actuate. It is just single push and to lower, and then you can raise it up too. So really, really easy. There are 4 travel latches, 2 in the front, 2 in the rear. Undo those, push the button, this top will slowly go up. While that's going up, finish setting up camp, and you're really, really quick and done. Let's check out the inside. So the nice thing about Lifestyle is we have different layouts and options. This one is optioned for a top bunk bed and a bottom bunk. So we can sleep 4 in here very comfortably. This is also a dinette, and it's a gas piston, so it'll just raise up, take the pad out, store that, and you can have a nice meal there, have your coffee. And then the top bunk is just single out of the way, and we have a safety kit as well for the top bunk, so if you've got a little one, you don't have to worry about them rolling out of bed. This model is also comes standard with the ensuite. However, this one is optioned with a composting toilet, which is the first one for us in the US that we've done. And then we have sink right here with a mirror and storage on the side as well. And then your shower is on a hose, so makes it really easy. You can drop it down for storage, and then the curtain closes, so keeps it nice. All of our trailers have a queen size bed in it. Not an RV queen, not 4 inches of memory foam. This thing is a good 14 inches of mattress and is super comfortable. That's one thing that I absolutely love, the kitchen and a real mattress. But I'm getting old, so. Also on both sides, we have map lights with 12 volt for USBs and power outlet, like the cigarette plugs on both sides. So if your significant other has super cold feet and wants a little electric blanket, is what I do in my relationship, we plug that in and she can control it, and I am not burning up on my side. Another thing with Lifestyle is they use every square inch of every single trailer. So the steps going up are drawers all the way up, and the bottom drawer is huge. So lots and lots of storage. We have shoe holders on the side, and then we have a fridge freezer, stand-up fridge freezer. So you got to have your ice for your mixed drinks and ice cream for the kiddos, or me as well. Optional air conditioner, which is really nice. If you're in any place that is hot, you can run it off the grid. Just got to be kind of careful about your battery levels, or if you have a generator or a plug-in, then you're golden. You can run that thing all night. We also have, in this one, comes standard with a single fan, but we have option for 2 fans. The Sirocco fans are great because you can spin them any direction, so you can have one on the queen size bed, another one on the bunks for the kids, you know, however you guys want to set it up. And that's the nice thing about Lifestyle, is it's really modular to however you guys camp and travel. So with the capacities, we have 700 watts of solar on the roof. We have 400 amp hours of lithium batteries in this thing, and we have 53 gallons of fresh water. So it can go out there for a long time. I mean, it's really going to be, you know, water is going to be your only limiting factor, because power with the DC to DC charging, the solar, you're good to go. It also has an Anderson connector on the back, where if you're in the shade, you can remote a solar panel out as well. So lots of capabilities in this thing.
Lifestyle campers also offer a couple of other trailer options depending on your family needs and your towing capacity of your vehicle. So there's a smaller model and there's a larger model when compared to the Fusionn, but they all have a lot of the same features that is seen on the Fusionn. This one is the Iconn E2. So this is the smaller of the models. You still have tons of storage all around the outside, including kitchen on this side, kitchen storage. The kitchen actually swings out on this model to give you a little more room because it's a smaller trailer. On the other side of this trailer, you have massive storage under the bed that's actually accessible from under the bed as well. And then inside, this particular one has the ensuite setup as well as the drawers. But you can option this to sleep up to 4 people. So you've got the queen size bed and 2 bunks. So this trailer weighs in between 3,500 and 4,000 pounds, depending on options and what you've got in here. So this is something that could be towed with a 4Runner or a Gladiator. The Iconn E4 here is like a scaled up version of the E2. So this is gonna be for bigger families or for people who want to spend more time on the road. So this is gonna have a lot more storage on the outside. You've got a much bigger kitchen with the cooktop in there and an extra fridge on the outside as well as the one on the inside. And then inside you have the option of 5 bunks. So this can sleep up to 5 people, a much bigger family, and keep the ensuite in here. So those extra bunks do not replace the ensuite setup. You also have much more living space as well as a option for a kitchen.
Hey everyone, it's Lauren with XGRiD Campers, and today I want to spend a few minutes to show you the AOR Sierra. AOR has been in business for over 25 years out of Australia. We import these directly from Australia. They're one of the lightest, toughest campers on the market. If you're looking for something really rugged that has a ton of space inside, lots of storage, beautiful outdoor kitchen, take a look at the AOR Sierra. Let me spend a few minutes and do a quick walk around with you. We're on the galley side of the trailer right now, and what's really nice about this is the side galley opens up so you have coverage overhead. Underneath here you have tons of cabinetry, a lot of space to put all of your pantry items, all of your gear. These open up. You have hot and cold running water to the sink, nice cabinets on the side, cutlery drawers, and then some long utensil storage up here. On this trailer, we're running the Cook Partner stove. This is a really nice setup. These are 10,000 BTU burners, so we go straight to the propane tank. So you can cook at high elevations, cold weather, gives you a lot of options. This folds down, slides back, gets out of the way. The AOR Sierra is running the RedArc Red Vision system. We have 400 amp hours of lithium batteries in this one. We can go up to 600 amp hours of lithium batteries in this. The RedArc Red Vision gives you the option or the opportunity to see all of your power system, all of your controls, your water system. You can always see what's coming in, what's coming out. We have solar on the pod, we can do additional solar on the roof, and we have DC to DC charging all built in to this nice little system. We're running the Dometic fridge on the front, and so this opens up. This is your dual zone, 75 liter. Again, tons of space. Set 1 as freezer if you want, set 1 as fridge. And then on the front, we have a really nice slide out prep tray. So this gives you a nice option for additional cooking area, prepping area. We've seen people put little barbecues on here, maybe a flat top grill, that type of thing. And so you have this nice L-shaped kitchen, which is really appealing for a lot of people. Also on this trailer, we are running the Bush Company 270 awning. Now you'll notice with this, it's a little bit different of a setup. We used a right side 270 awning and we put it on the left side of the trailer. So what that does is it gives us the coverage on the front corner of the trailer instead of the rear. In this situation, we don't need the rear covered because we have the pod room. So that's what we did. We flipped it around. This is all covered. Great place to put your table or your chairs when you want to eat and you still have full coverage. These Bush Company awnings are one of the strongest awnings on the market. You have a truss style design that folds out, holds up to so many wind conditions. We do recommend to still tie them down if you're in heavy winds, and these do come with an optional wall kit. So if you want to put the walls on, this can be a fully enclosed area. Really nice setup, and then with the wall kit, it really blocks out additional wind because it keeps it from lifting up. Let's take a look at the pod room in the back. So on the rear of the trailer, the Sierra is famous for this built-in pod. This room collapses in and folds up into its own pocket that's built in. So there's no disassembling, taking it apart. All you do is have some snaps that seal this up and it zips up into this top. As it folds out, you have this nice little change room area. This is really popular. So you come in at night, you have dirty clothes, maybe you've been out on a hunt, you can dump your gear, put it all here, and then go into the cabin. We've also seen this used for additional sleeping areas or for dogs. As we walk inside, plenty of headroom. This does come with a mesh style floor, so if you wanted to use this for showering, you could do that as well. Most people like it with the solid floor because we have an optional shower tent on the front. We have a window out the back. This door has a metal screen option, so when you close this, you can still have the metal screen open, you can still see out, you have ventilation through here, but you can still lock this door if you want to. So that's really nice if you leave your campsite, lock your door, have the metal screen, and still let the airflow come in. So on the inside of the cabin, this is a full bed. It's sloped down a little bit higher roof on the back, plenty of room to sit up against the wall. I'll sit back there. I'll work on my computer, sit in there at night. It's really nice. We have a vent fan. The new models are actually going to be optioned out with an air conditioner, so we'll have a rooftop air conditioner on there. This is running the Webasto diesel heater, so we have our heater controls up there. We have some storage pockets, plenty of 12-volt plugs, some reading lights on the side, and a fan in the back. So this is really nice. I think one of the best features about this trailer is this side window. When this closes down, this just becomes your standard window that opens up, and you have your blackout shade and you have your screen. So you can sit in there at night or maybe in the morning, have this opened up, have plenty of airflow, take in the views. It's a wonderful place. I've parked this next to a river and just watching the river where I'm fishing and that sort of thing. Really, really nice setup. But then you can access everything here if you need to. On the inside, you have access to your storage. This is dual access, so we can get it from inside. This is the great place to put your clothes and all your gear. But then when you're loading up, you can access it right here to put everything in from the outside as well. So that's your dual access closet for your clothes and your gear that you want access to inside the cabin. Underneath the bed in the Sierra is where all the electronics are in the spare tire. We have a full-size spare. There's an access panel at the back so that can drop out. I have had customers put that on the roof to open this up for a ton of storage. You could do that if you choose to. This is the Red Arc system. We have 480 amp hours of lithium batteries in this right now, a 2,000 watt inverter, water filtration system, gives you all the power you need, all the controls through the Red Arc. Really nice, clean setup. Everything's very accessible with this unit this way. One thing we really like about the AOR Sierra are their compression latches and they're dust proof. They do guarantee 100% dust proof. Nice thick gaskets and seals around the doors. And then all these latches are really good quality. They're gonna seal this up super tight and they latch in place so you know that you're secure. On the top here, we have a fold-out shower enclosure. You can pick what shower enclosure you want to. We'll do a 23-0 or an OVS or some of those. Folds out, and this becomes your shower room. And then you have access to your hot and cold water right here with a shower hose that connects right there. On the top, you have some nice rod storage. So if you carry fishing rods or maybe poles for awnings, that type of thing, that passes through. They're using every bit of space on these trailers. So that was a little void, kind of gives you some options there. And on the front of the trailer, we have it set up with two 20-pound propane tanks. You have your diesel can for the hot water heater in the furnace, and then tons of deep storage down inside. Give you a lot of space for the chairs, some of the bigger items, your outdoor carpet, and that sort of thing. Another nice little feature of the AOR Sierra is the wood rack. So this opens up. And so if you're driving down a trail and you see some wood laying on the ground and you want to take it to your campsite, open this up, throw it up there, strap it down. Nice little spot to put that firewood as you're driving around. We'll also use it as a campsite. If you have some towels or things like that you need to dry out, get it up there, get it off the ground. Nice little place, shelf to put some of your gear. The roof of the AOR Sierra has 3 large crossbars. We can put really almost any size tent up there. We've done the large lift-up tents, like the Boondotex, that sort of thing. We've done Bush Company tents up there. So it gives you a lot of options. There is a ladder that can go up to the top as well. So if you do want to have a family of 4 or 5, we'll recommend putting a tent on the top, and that way you can keep your family together. And on the front of the AOR Sierra, we're running the ARC 750 jack. We have the Cruise Master articulating hitch. So some of the best products in the market there, especially for a trailer like this. You'll notice you have a nice thick box steel frame that goes all the way throughout. And then the suspension that we're running on this is a proprietary suspension. AOR's been building their suspension, for a long time. It's a dual shock trailing arm suspension. Gives you plenty of clearance, nice articulation, and we have a 41-degree departure angle on the back. So as you're coming off those trails, going through those washes, it's a shorter wheelbase, high clearance, big departure angle. It really gives you that off-road capability if you decide to use it that way. So there's the AOR Sierra, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Looking forward to seeing you soon.
Hey, I'm Josh with ARB, and today we're going to take a look at our new ARB Earth Camper coming to the US this year. We have our first units landing in September 2025. Super exciting. Let's go over some of the key features that make the ARB Earth Camper unique. So starting off here, we have our full slide-out kitchen. So you have a 3-burner stove, sink. You have on board 37 gal water tank, or 140 litres. The stove here runs off propane, conveniently located right next to the kitchen system here. And then as we keep moving around, we have a 101 quarts dual zone ARB Zero fridge. This is a dual zone, so it can be a fridge or freezer, or one big fridge, one big freezer, however you want. We have a sea of different options for keeping products, keeping all your gear safe and secure, storage locations. All of these bags are included with the Earth Camper, so you can put your kitchen utensils in there, you can put your shower amenities, whichever way you see fit. So this one is a 180-degree awning, so that'll fold out over the whole kitchen area and to the front, so you can use the kitchen and the fridge in inclement weather. We also have an optional wall section as well, so if it's really bad weather, you can wall it all in and have one giant additional outside space away from the weather. Up the front, we have a DO35 Cruise Master trailer hitch. This has full 360 degrees of articulation. Super handy when you're off-road on the trails. Helps keep the camper and the vehicle planted when you're, in some very tricky terrain. Something that's really unique about the Earth Camper is we have this fully welded steel tubular frame. This frame actually runs the whole length of the vehicle, and that's what creates and gives us the ultimate strength and durability when we're off-road. You can see it all here. This exoskeleton wraps all the way around all of the integral components. We also have fitted on the Earth Camper our nitrocharger suspension system. The shock absorber is mounted in a vertical position, which gives us extended travel when we're off-road. And we also have a 600mm trailing arm as well. So for those, again, really treacherous trails and tracks, you're going to get a lot of travel out of the suspension system. Back up the front here, we do have a hot water shower system, so you can take a nice refreshing shower. We have, folding out from the top, a full ensuite room, so you can take that shower in privacy. Continuing as we move around, we have storage for jerry cans, and of course we have your input for your powered sites, if that's where you're taking the Earth Camper. And then stepping inside on the Earth Camper, we have ample space. Full size double bed. We also have fans for cooling. The USA version will also have a air conditioning system as well. We don't have that to show to you today, but it will be included. Full Red Arc, Red Vision 12-volt system running through the whole camper as well. You've got your control center here for all of your lights, charging, whatever you need. In the center here, we do have another storage solution. This all packs up and slides away underneath to give you ample room here. You could have a couple of camp chairs if you're eating or dining inside the Earth Camper if the weather's no good. Obviously, we have this huge canvas area, but depending on how you want to use the Earth Camper, you don't necessarily have to set it all up. If you want a quick overnight camp, you can simply drop the back, which is electric operation, by the way, and then there's a door, a fiberglass door, which folds down from the top here, and then you straight into your bed. And and you can be basically pulled over and sleeping within 2 minutes of pulling over on the side of the road. It really only takes another 5 minutes. You can set up this canvas area, fold out the floor, and get that extra space, depending on, again, your needs and what you're doing. On the top, we have a solar panel, which is going to feed into that electrical system. It's a 125 watt solar panel on the roof there. A couple of quick features about the camper. So you're looking at a 3,300 pound dry weight. So able to tow behind pretty much any four-wheel drive vehicle on the market, which is really, really nice. Ample storage space on the inside for all your additional pieces that you might want to carry with you when you're going camping. The Earth Camper, we're in production. We're going to have these landing in the USA, ready for sale August, September.
Hey guys, Artie here with Xpedition Trailers, and today I want to walk you around the Voyager trailer. The first thing I want to point out and talk a little bit about is the construction, because that's probably one of the biggest differentiators of the Voyager trailer. So the Voyager is all aluminum construction, with the exception of a few places that we use steel for strength reasons. This frame is all aluminum. It's a C-channel, formed channel construction. It's 6 inches tall. Just in this one connection right here is 120,000 pounds of holding force. Each one of these rivets has a 5,000 pound capacity. They're a direct welding replacement. But then you'll notice that this outer skin wraps over that frame and then is connected every 4 inches on center with 3,000 pound capacity rivets. What happens here in this frame construction is you have an incredibly robust frame that is then tied in to the cabin construction as well. So you get basically like a unibody and a frame, right? It's kind of the best of both worlds. And that enables us to do a 5-year warranty on this trailer, both the frame and the cabin construction, which is incredible. This suspension system is not just like your typical, right, with brackets connecting to the frame and then a coil bucket at the back. It actually has a cradle system. And that cradle system is on both sides, and it's roughly 3 feet long. And so when you're going, over potholes or rocks or, fallen trees or whatever, the suspension is literally holding the frame and the entire trailer just like this. What that does is it disperses the load throughout the frame and really extends the longevity. Again, the reason that we can do such a long warranty. The suspension, the frame, the cabin is all manufactured at our facility in North Salt Lake. Let's talk a little bit about the comfort. So the walls on the Voyager trailer measure 2¼ inches thick. We have 2 inches of insulation in the walls and ceiling, which equates to an R10 value. You can see this model has the portal. So up in this portal, we've got a nice large opening that people can get changed, stand up, maybe access kids or gear that you may have up here. The really cool thing about this too is it's so versatile. You have these doors that can open and close with gas struts, and they're strong enough that you can easily sit on this. I mean, I can hang off of there. And you have this L-track all the way around to connect your ladder to go up and down, or we also provide a safety netting. And so this safety netting just clicks in to these eyelets here, and they provide it provides some safety for maybe kids that are going to be sleeping up there. We have, as you can see, the adjustable shelves. We've got a pass-through into the kitchen. There's tons of storage. So you can see backpack, my pillows back there. The inverter that is in the kitchen area has a remote outlet both here with a remote switch right here, so I can turn that on and off. And then you also have a 12-volt socket here to power the AC that can go right here. So we typically use the Zero Breeze. You can see the the ports, the exhaust ports right here, and there's a condensation drain right back here. We also have the max air fan. Coming up to the headboard, here you've got, you know, some great shelving, obviously large enough for a water bottle. And this is the return air vent for the heater. And the heater in this, we use a Truma Combi. So that is both a heater and a water heater. And you can see two of the vents right here, the heat ducts, right here to control the cabin. And then right on this side of the wall here, is the control for the Truma Combi. So the water tank is 36 gallons, insulated, and it has a hot water heater pad on it, in addition to a heater duct from that Truma Combi that blows hot air onto the water tank and then continues back to the kitchen area, and we'll take a look at that in just a second. And that fourth duct is what we use to pipe hot air into the shower or up to a rooftop tent, or even out to an annex, and we'll take a look at that in just a minute. But the idea behind this trailer is that it's compact and very, very versatile. So it'll accommodate a single person all the way up to our family and even beyond. So we have 5 kids, my wife and I, and we use the upstairs portal area, and then we also use an annex room off to the side, and then obviously in here to sleep. But back here we've got your fridge, or your sink and stove slide out, and then on the other side we've got the fridge slide out. So you have over 12 feet of kitchen area. It's so accessible to everything, right? You're not trying to figure out where your cooking utensils are, right? They're right where you need them, your spices, even your dishes, right? As you're, you know, plating things to, to give people, right, their food, you've got it right here. You know, you're not digging around looking for things. You also have access to this kind of middle cabinet area, which this is the same, this also has the pass-through as well that we just looked at. The idea behind this is, as people are using these different spaces, right, maybe somebody's here chopping something up, you can still get into this cabinet, right? It's not encumbered by anything else. Speaking of storage, we've got tons of space to put things. Anything that's back here gets held into place by this stainless steel folding countertop. So this is 2 feet by 3 feet. It's a large, robust stainless steel counter. And you just put that up like that, and that keeps all of that gear in place, right? And then your fridge slides in. But what it also does is it opens up this space for you to be able to access your batteries. So we've got dual Battleborn lithium batteries that are heated, and then the TVMS, right, the Red Vision TVMS, which is controlled by the Red Vision screen right here. It enables you to see your water level, your battery level, control circuits back here, right? So if I want to turn on my lighting here, you can do that right here. So the switches back here operate the lights that are in the kitchen area, and the switches on the inside of the cabin are just on the walls. We've got the fridge slide out, and this comes standard with this fold down counter, and we pop this up and slide this in. You can see how easy this stows, right? So, you know, and conversely, right, setting up the kitchen is a breeze. I mean, it's a matter of seconds, really. But one thing I love about this is if you're stopping at the trail for a quick lunch or whatever, you can just drop this down, right? Open up the back door, drop this down. You still have full access to all your food. So these stabilizer jacks, as you can see, we have them kind of in this 45-degree configuration, which is really awesome for stability. See, it's like rock solid. But the cool thing about these is these will also double as jacks. So if you put these straight down and crank this up, you can easily lift this trailer off the ground and change a tire. The other thing that I love these jacks for is if you're in a tight place where maybe you're trying to get around a rock or a tree or something like that, and it's just too tight and you just can't make the turn. If you put this jack between the 45 and 90 degree and then jack it up, it will pivot slightly, right, before it clicks into place on either the 90 or the 45, and you can actually move this trailer to the side. Over here, I wanted to show you the heater port. So this is the heater port, which is super awesome. As you can see, it has a dedicated duct coming out to this, and you just pop this guy in. And you know, like I said earlier, you can put this you know, into the shower, right, for some heat while you're showering, or you can have it up to a rooftop tent. So the hot water, right, to the shower is right here, and you just turn that handle to get your hot or cold. Obviously, we've got bike rack up here. So this bike rack, the one-up bike racks, they can go on either side, but we also can do these off the sides of the rack as well. So maybe you want to keep a large tote up here, or hard mount, you know, some kind of carrying, you know, storage box or something up there. You can still do that and have these bike mounts on the outside of the rack here. The roof itself, I may have already mentioned this, but 1,000-pound capacity. We've had a number of customers put on the 87 wide tent, right? Kind of standard rooftop tent that folds over with the dual ladders, and slept, you know, 5-6 people up there. Yeah, so that's about it. We've got the spare tire. ARC 750 jack here, which is awesome, especially with the dual wheel. You can roll around in the dirt. The Max 360 coupler, so fully articulating.
Hi, I'm Drew with Bean Trailer, and today we have a couple trailers at the booth. We have our Bean Pod over here, and we have our Beanstalk 2.0 over here. We launched this one about 1.5 years ago as our lightweight, low-cost option. So this is the first trailer that we ever built that doesn't have that rear pop-up hatch that you might see in a traditional style teardrop. But what that did was help us get the price lower and get the weight lower. So starting weight on this one's only going to be 1175. Usually builds out around 1,400 to 1,500 pounds. So really good for smaller vehicles and lighter towing capacities. One of the other benefits of pulling that rear galley out of there is a lot of extra internal space. So makes it feel a lot more open and spacious inside. You got the Arctic turn windows back there for a ton of airflow and sunshine if you're looking for that natural lighting. Without having that rear galley, we had to come up with something that was just as usable. So what we did is we did a side mounted kitchen package. So with this package, gives you the table here. It actually mounts and stores underneath the trailer in this weatherized storage box underneath. Comes with the Dometic Go rechargeable system, so you still have running water without having a full plumb system, which is really nice. You also have your sink, you get a cutting board, you get a kitchen organizer. So great place to set up a camp stove or something out here. You can add the Discata on if you want a 3rd burner system, so you got that nice big carbon steel cooking disc there. You can do super simple with a door on one side and keep the other side just flat, or you can do 2 doors, small window. You can do a big window over here. We have the rooftop tent, or the roof rack on this, along with 200 watts of Goal Zero solar on that roof rack, plus the 270 awning up top from 23.0. So when you do have that side cooking setup, you have a ton of shelter over here. You can zip on walls and stuff like that if you want. The new thing for this show, which just came live yesterday, is the front box option. So traditionally the Beanstalk 2.0 was only available with a front storage tray. Now we're going to have a couple different options here. So this one is the full build out. You have the big front storage box, you have the storage tray on top, you have the slide out aluminum drawer, and you have the cooking setup here. So here you again have a 2-burner cook partner stove. You got a VL45 Pro fridge running off that Goal Zero power station inside. Cutting board, there is a sink, so you can actually take all this stuff out, move things around, adjust it as you need it for whatever you're currently working on. Ton of outdoor storage up top, so great for firewood and stuff that doesn't necessarily need to stay perfectly dry. On the front, you can do Molly panel storage. You can do quick release propane mount storage here, or you can also mix and match those. So you could actually run 2 propane tanks or 2 Molly panels if you wanted to. There's a little bit more storage over here on the side as well. If you don't get the kitchen option inside of there, this wall will be movable. So you'll actually be able to move that around depending on what your storage setup is gonna look like. Otherwise, it does provide you a little bit more weather-tight storage over here. This one, again, we're running the door and small window on the driver's side over here. We have the spare tire, stabilizers in the rear. This has the off-road package, so you can see we got the nice all-terrain tires. It's running on the Timbren 2000 HD suspension with a 4-inch lift. So over 20 inches of ground clearance on this. We've pulled it through some super gnarly trails. We pulled actually one of the same style build out here. We've pulled through Poison Spider and Moab and not taken bypasses. So super, super capable, nice and lightweight if you do have a smaller trailer. But this has been recently our most popular option.
Hi, I'm Mark with Bean Trailer, and I want to introduce you to Bean Pod. This is Bean's interpretation of a gear hauler. We have lots of customers that feel very comfortable in a rooftop tent. They just want a very capable off-road trailer that allows them to haul all their gear. And so we gave this a suspension very much like our Black Bean. It has airbags, it has custom trailing arms, and shocks. And so this thing will follow your vehicle. If your vehicle will go, then Bean Pod will go. We also incorporated this galley. This galley is the same galley that we have incorporated into our Bean squared trailer. And so you have lots of storage space and lots of configurability. You can have a sink, you can have a stove here, and then you have this fridge. And I think the thing that really sets Bean apart from a gear hauler standpoint, 2 things, is just the incredible amount of storage space that you have in the Bean Pod. Most trailers don't have this much space. We've also incorporated this table, so this table will come out and has incorporated benches into it. And hidden behind the table is a 20-gallon water tank that is gravity fed. And then on the front, we wanted to give you a lot of flexibility. So we created a modular platform where you can have up to 2 mountain bikes. You can have a motorcycle, a dirt bike. We also have an articulating hitch option for this trailer. We've incorporated an air compressor. If you have lots of gear and you have heavy gear, when you load your trailer up, the gear you might not be able to balance the gear. So the reason that we've incorporated an air compressor and airbags into the suspension is that you can level your load with the airbags. We've also incorporated this back tailgate that you can use as a cutting board. So when you have the galley racked out, you have prep space here. You have a choice of electrical systems. The base is a Goal Zero 500, but you can upgrade to more powerful banks. And then you have this modular roof rack system where you can actually put surfboards, you can put whatever you want between the platform on the top and the top of the Bean Pod. And then, we're showing this with a shower, we're showing this with a shower enclosure, so nice self-contained unit with attachments for Molly panels.
Hi, this is Steve at Overland Expo in Flagstaff with Imperial Outdoors, and we're introducing our new Outback 120. This is a brand new trailer from us, and again, it follows our love for 4-season camping and off-roading. It comes with the Cruise Master independent suspension. It has a pull-out refrigerator here and also a pull-out kitchen right here. So the what you see also is a 360-degree awning that covers around the complete part of the trailer, so you get shade all the way around. You can actually get walls that will add into this and make it into a yurt, a rolling yurt no less. Storage on the back, molly boards, opportunity to keep more stuff. We keep our power system here. Also the water control box. So this is a 200 amp hour lithium. We have the Truma Combi in the back, which is your hot water heat, hot and heat I should say. and we use the Victron system on here. We have 240 watts of solar. We have access on both sides. So you've got nice pass-through breeze if you want both doors open with the screen. And then we have an additional window in there as well to offer some more ventilation. Additionally, inside this coach, we have a 12-volt air conditioner. We can pretty much run it 12 hours without any sunshine, and then it'll have to recharge. Storage box on the front also houses your propane, 120-pound tank on here. Additionally, we have storage up here as well. And this, of course, comes with the Cruisemaster 035 hitch, which is a 365-degree swivel hitch. This is the X195, our flagship. It has a full AirRide Cruisemaster suspension system that's adjustable with a key fob, so you can raise and lower and level your trailer. 4 ARK jack stands to support this trailer. 33-inch tires. All of our trailers are, of course, 4-season, and the walls are 2 5/8 inches thick. Okay, so underneath on the X195, you'll see our standard box section protected water carriers. This is actually a 60-gallon freshwater and 60-gallon gray. All of our tanks are enclosed in metal. They are insulated. They have ducted heat as well as heat pads to protect them. Storage container on the back gives you plenty of opportunity. You can actually fit a generator in here if you needed to. Spare tire, molly boards. We have a D-rings on the back, and in fact our frame is heavy duty enough if you were to bury the tow vehicle and the trailer, you could recover the whole system from the D-rings. Box section, 6-inch thick steel rail system runs the full length of the frame with a 4-inch perimeter exterior frame. Control center for the water and your air system, and also an outdoor shower. Pass-through storage gives you some additional storage on our coach. This coach is loaded with storage. The front box is split in half, so you've got storage on one side and 2 20-pound fuel tanks on the other. Molly boards, additional space up here for storage. This is the 045 from Cruisemaster. This is their biggest hitch that they make. It's good to 9,900 pounds. You can see the size of the frame here, how we're built, overbuild. We love to overbuild things. This is our 270-degree awning system. This is our 270-degree awning system that runs 3/4 of the way around the coach. And you can actually add zip-in walls to this as well. Okay, we're gonna go inside on the X195 and take a look. As you can see, we're well appointed, all wooden cabinets, metal latches, 4-way adjustable hinges. We have a very nice stainless steel sink here. This dinette area does make down into a bed. We have additional storage here, little pantry area, induction stove, isotherm refrigerator. You see that on $10 million boat. Here we have a full walk-in shower and walk-in bathroom. It's a dry bath. The shower is here. It's about 6'2" is actually the clearance in there. From this side, you can see we have the RV King bed. Additional storage up top, all hardwood cabinets, of course, and then under the bed we have additional storage, as well as our 1,080 amp hours of lithium, 2,000 watt inverter and converter, and 3 MPPT control units to run all the solar on the roof, which is 1,240 watts of solar. It'll run the air conditioning 24/7 indefinitely. We've ran it for the whole summer before. This trailer is designed to go off-road and stay off-road as long as you would like. And we're introducing the Sport 195. It's a new trailer for us in this spring of 2025. It's built on a new frame system designed with the Cruisemaster suspension. It still gives you the off-road capacity and independent suspension system. You can see we also continue to use the exoskeleton. There's 240 watts of solar on here and 200 amp hours of lithium. Inside you'll see another nicely appointed coach. We have, again, a very large dinette and a large kitchen area with the electric stove. Additionally, all of our windows are acrylic. They're dual pane and they are nitrogen charged. Same walk-in style bathroom we have here. Full-size stand-in shower and dry bath with a dry flush toilet. Under the king bed you will see we have more storage as well as a placement for our 200 amp hours of lithium and our 2,000 watt inverter. This is the Sport 195. It is brand new for the spring of 2025.
Hi there, my name is Paul. I'm with Opus Camper. We're based in East Bay, California. We've been around for about 12 years now. We originally started with the inflatable pop-up camper that probably everyone knows us for. We branched out into hybrids in 2019. and I'm here today to show you the latest iteration and all the upgrades and changes and everything amazing about the OP15, and then I'll go into the differences on the OP13. So the one big thing that people know us for is our phenomenal stainless steel pull-out kitchen, which many people at the show have said it's the best kitchen on the market that they've seen. So all stainless steel, it slides straight out. The hot and cold water is plumbed directly in, so it's permanently connected. You still need to connect up the propane, which powers the 4-ring burner. Over here, we've got our chopping board, and then again, you've got your sink and your dish rack, and then there's lighting all the way around this kitchen, so you can light it up. So in the evenings, we've got 4 lighting. Over here, a new addition is we've got exterior lighting, and that is both a clear white lighting, but also you can switch it so that it's a yellowy amber lighting. That is great if there's a lot of insects in the area. That keeps them away. They're not drawn to the amber lighting. Similarly, we've got another light up here, both white and amber as well. So there's a ton of lighting out here, so you and the family can enjoy being out here in the great outdoors, cooking on your huge kitchen, you know, cooking up that family meal, making them memories. And then you've got a cutlery tray here, storage next to the kitchen, pantry storage, and then additional storage here as well. So a lot of storage for all the kitchen utensils, all the food, all the pots and pans. And then an additional prep surface over here as well. So the kitchen area is pretty expansive. And over on the front, we've got our dual chamber 75 litre. In this case, it's an Iconn. You can have both fridge, both freezer, one fridge, one freezer. And that runs directly off of the now 3 135 amp lithium batteries, so 405 amps of lithium power built into this unit. That's one of the 2025 upgrades, and I'm going to go through those quickly now. We've increased the amount of solar panels on top of this unit to 6, so that's 600 watts of solar. We've got a power assisted roof, so previously you needed to manually lift the roof. Now you hit a button and then up it goes and down it goes. I'm actually going to demonstrate that now. So this roof here is going to collapse down and it's going to go up by the press of this one button here. We've also got heated water tank pads. So you hit a button if it's colder weather, 30, 20 degrees outside. You hit that button, that's going to keep the water warm enough so that it doesn't freeze, so that in the morning when you get up, you can still have your hot water shower. That's all been powered through the 2000 watt now Victron inverter charger that's built into the unit. We've still got on all our Opus models the hot dip galvanized steel chassis. We've still got the single coil dual shock trailing arm suspension. You could still beat the absolute hell out of this unit, so wherever you want to go, this thing is going to be behind you. And then we've increased the warranty just because we've got that much faith in our product. We've now got a 5-year suspension warranty and a 5-year structural warranty, so you can tow, you can camp in this thing, you can own it for a lot longer with so much confidence. On the interior, we've got the new 12-volt Ranger fans here. We have got plug sockets next to either side of the bed. We've got these new bamboo storage compartments next to the bed. We used to have those cushions there. And then the lighting here as well, we've upgraded that. So that's now touch button and USB connections here as well. And then these are the power actuators for the roof. So you now hit a button and it goes up and it goes down. And then it comes with a JBL 40 watt Bluetooth speaker as standard. We've now got these lockable cabinets so that as you're traveling down the road, nothing's going to come flying out. And then we've still got the Opus bamboo interior, which we still love. It keeps it bright, keeps it airy, and if you scratch it, it's very easy to recondition it. You can sand it down and just recoat it so it looks like new. Still got the kind of royal blue interior cushions here, give it that kind of stunning interior. We've also upgraded our mattresses, so they are now more comfortable than ever. And a really nice feature of the actuating roof is it enabled us to remove the manual lift. So now this top bunk is more accessible, more usable, you've got more space in it. Then this bottom bunk is still a full twin size bed. It is 6'2" in length, so you can fit a full-size adult here as well. So this is our control panel here. So you've got full visibility on your power. We've been here for 2 to 3 days now, and as you can see, we're still 100%. That's the solar power. You've got all your buttons here for mains power, your fridge, all your sockets on the interior, lighting, and then your water pump there as well. Then you've got your black tank, your grey tank, and then your fresh water here. And this is all the storage here as well. So there is a ton of storage throughout this unit. You've got storage here, again, all this high quality bamboo. You've got wardrobe cabinet storage here. Then you've got storage here, here, and here as well. Again, all lockable. And then additional storage here all the way down as well. So there is a ton of storage inside of this unit. Yeah, this is the OP15 bathroom. You've got a built-in black water tank. So the storage for fresh, grey and black is 60 gallons of fresh, 17 gallons of grey, 10 gallons of black water storage. Got a sink inside of here, bathroom mirror. You can now ceiling mount the shower head. So as that comes up, you've got a full-size shower, and then the toilet itself is connected to the freshwater tank. So when you flush it, it pulls from the freshwater tank to dispose of all of the waste. All of the hot water is connected to the Truma combi, which is going to feed this through. It's got a 5-gallon tank. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to heat it up. There is an app, so you can connect it to your phone. So if you're out hiking and you want to come back and have a shower, you can preheat the water so that when you come back, it's all ready for you, ready to go. So this is the Dometic Penguin 2. We're moving over to the Fresh Jet. That is going to be powered via a generator. You'll need to connect to that, otherwise it will drain your batteries dry. But in hotter temperatures, you can seal all of the windows up, and then pump the AC. You're going to be good in whatever temperature. I'm now going to take you over to the OP13, and we can talk about some of the differences between the 15 and the 13. So let's head over there. So this is the OP13. Many similarities, so I'm going to focus predominantly on what the differences are. Just very briefly, we've got almost exactly the same kitchen, same 4-ring burners, all of the exterior lighting, and all of the hard connections for the water. The one notable difference is we've actually got this storage behind the prep deck now, so there's even more storage for the exterior kitchen. And then one of the other differences between the 15 and the 13 is this massive front storage box. Another nice difference, which I haven't yet focused on for the OP15, is the propane tank on the front. So this used to be all external. The propane is now hidden away in this plush propane storage box. All our units now come hardwired with a Anderson connection on the front. So if you do want to go with the optional DC charging on the front, you can now do that. And then we've also got this faucet on the front. So if you want to connect a standard garden hose to wash off boots, or your dog, or any of your exterior equipment, you now have easy access to exterior water as well. And then exterior jerry can holders as well. And this is both on the 15 and on the 13. So the jerry can holders on the rear, the exterior shower tent, hot water shower, and also the SAE kind of ZAMP style exterior solar panel connection too. Also, one of the nice features is if anyone's familiar with the OP15, some of the exterior setup required maybe like 3 hands to kind of get it done. We've made all of that simple. We've made it all gas strut assisted. So this exterior panel lifts itself up. And then we've also got gas struts to help out with the other exterior panels. So it's now even easier to set up the OP15 and the OP13. All right, so this is the interior of the OP13. The major difference between the 13 and the 15 is because we designed the 13 for couples, no bunks on the front. So it's this interior kitchenette, 2-ring burner and hot and cold water through to this sink. So if the weather's just atrocious outside and you just got to get something done on the inside, some coffee, some bacon, whatever it is, that all folds down. Gives you a really nice prep deck, prep surface. And then there's, again, huge amounts of storage back here. All of the plug sockets are connected to the Victron inverter, and then you've got storage down here as well. Got the same auto actuating roof system, so we still use the Linac actuators, probably one of the best brands on the market for actuators. And then another really big difference is the bathroom in the OP13 is colossal. So we've got really big bathroom, same kind of toilet system, but it's much bigger. And then there's extra storage inside of the OP13 bathroom as well. behind this little compartment here. Shampoos, soaps, all get hidden behind here. You leave them there whilst you're traveling. Similar to the OP15, you've got fans, you've got your AC, you've got the Truma Combi, and then you've got your control panel here where you can measure all of your power consumption, your water consumption, and then control all of the camper features as well. You've got a bench here, and then the same storage compartments left and right on the OP13, similar to the OP15.
Hey guys, Walt Wagner here with TAV, and I wanted to give you a quick walk around 360 on the Mission Overland Summit trailer. So the trailer itself is overall length, it's about 98 inches or so, and it, you know, they from tongue to the tail. So this is perfect behind like a Bronco or a JK or a JL. Gladiators, you see a lot of Gladiators pulling these. The dry weight's about 2,400 pounds. So I mean, we pull this thing all the time with the Bronco, and it does great. It tracks well behind the truck too. It's not too wide. It's almost perfect. It's got a fully articulating hitch on it, so these are great for off-road use. Trailer brakes as well, so your hitch can spin all the way around. You know, so you're not going to bind a tongue or normal tongue, and the entire tongue on the trailer is reinforced as well. And you got to have that for any off-road trailers, you know, beat the thing to pieces. But kind of moving back, the way the weight is distributed, you've got a nice size fridge from Truma here, and it just slides straight into this nose box. Underneath, a spot where you can put, I have a bike rack mount set up here, and you can put firewood, you know, extra propane tanks or anything you want to up there. Moving back, you've got your stove, a 2-burner Dometic stove right here. And then you've got a hot sink, hot and cold sink right here. And there's a hose that just runs out from underneath, and we usually use a wash basin or something, or if it's rock, we just let the water wash away. All this collapses down and just slides right up underneath. So you've got the weight of these two units up forward between the axle and the tongue of the trailer, so it balances the trailer extremely well. You've got exterior lights out here, so once the awning is open and say you're cooking out here at night, you can put this light on, and it casts a really nice wide fan of light out here, so you can kind of see what you're doing at camp. You can use your fender as a little table. You can stand on these too, so if you need to reach something on the roof, you could. But it's a nice layout underneath the 270 awning here. 270 awning runs front to back, the full length, and then because it's 270 degrees, it reaches back out over the rear of the trailer. You've got 2 stabilizer jacks in the back to keep the trailer level. Makes it really sturdy and solid too when you're climbing in and out. You don't have anything moving around. You've got a step that retracts in. You can put any kind of step you want to on here, really, that drops down a little further if you needed it to. Your entryway is a rear hatch that goes straight up and it locks here. So as you can see on the inside here, you've got plenty of room for a family of 3, maybe even 4 if you've got a couple kids. You've got storage underneath all of the benches. The Truma heater, the Truma Combi heater, is underneath this bench. And then you have cabinets towards the rear of the trailer as well. There's a ton of storage inside here. The table itself comes off of the stanchion. You can remove the stanchion and it lays down on this track. So when you put your cushion down here, you have about a queen size bed, and it's, you know, plenty of room to stand up. If you're 6'4", you could stand up in here and have plenty of room overhead. You've got heat on thermostat, you've got hot water, a hot shower on the other side, and it's everything. It's a little stereo, Bluetooth stereo, so it's very comfortable, you know, true 4-season kind of camper. So we've got a portable air conditioner unit here that we're going to be testing by CyberTake. This one, you can just set it right here on the fender and plumb it right in. Mission Overland has a vent right here specifically for a portable style air conditioner unit. So we're just going to plumb that in there. Your exhaust for your heater, your Truma heater, comes out right here. And your water fill for your 31-gallon water tank, fresh water tank, is right here. Coming right around here, your shower cube comes out. It's a square, and it comes straight down to the ground. So that leaves you, also, if you're not using something up here, you could even put this on the ground. You have a table here for any of your toiletries or anything like that. And then there's pockets and stuff inside the cube. Right next to that is where your hot shower is. So you've got a little compartment here which has all of your plumbing that is very easy to get to. Your Truma is right here, and then your shower just plugs right into this, and you can just hang it right over the shower cube. I really like how everything for plumbing and heat and everything is right here. So if you need to service anything, your plumbing runs straight across to your sink, so it's all real easy to get to and see. This is where your battery box would be, right up underneath the nose box. So you can keep, you know, any variation of batteries, lithium batteries, whatever you want to do. You've got plenty of room to stack a few batteries in here and get yourself a lot of battery power.
Hey, I'm Ben from BRS Offroad, and this is our Sherpa Gen 3. We've got a nice, you know, backrest set up in here with storage behind it, storage underneath, full-size queen, TV, storage. We got heaters up here, we got heaters here. We got this really swish Garmin technology in our campers. We run a system called Garmin Serve, and it does full auto leveling, all the information, all digital switching. One of the best awnings on the market, I think. It's from the Bush company. It's their 270 Max, and we love them. We absolutely love them. Half construction's alloy, and the other half is fiberglass. So fiberglass cap, so that way it's insulated. It can handle hail, you know, bad weather, all that kind of stuff. So that's what that's about. 2-burner cooker. We have our sink on the other side. Fridge, another fridge or a freezer, whichever way you want to run it. Storage and the pantry. And so all that just, you know, it tucks away real quick. And that's it. We're closed up. We carry our spare up here. You can fit 35s, these are 33s. We run a Julka shower cube. It's really cool. It's a dual room, sorry. So you can do a portaloo in one side, shower in the other. Independent suspension, so we have our own suspension. We call it Terraform, and it's pressed 1/4-inch steel. We run Firestone airbags with Bilstein shocks, and it's all incorporated with the Garmin technology, and you can auto ride, auto level, and you can set it for river crossings or low mode. We have storage in the front. We run ARB compressor, ARB tank, all the switching up in here, and a 270 amp Battleborn battery behind that. It's all tucked away, nice and safe. We've got a diesel can on the front here. It's built in. It's 2.8 gallons, and it runs our diesel system, which is an Eberspacher system. This van's got a pretty unique feature where it runs 2 heaters, and it runs a hot glycol line down through the chassis and up to the back, and it keeps all your pipes from freezing in those cold climates. So that's pretty cool. We run an ARC jockey wheel, DO35. These are the best couplers in the world, I would think, on a steel coupler assembly with an alloy chassis. New feature for the Gen 3 now, you can open these windows. In the past we couldn't open those, so now we can open them right up, and you can get all the airflow in there when you want at night. More storage inside, kick-ass speakers, and then a Fusionn stereo system as well. I mean, you can run a rooftop tent, you can do air conditioning, you can add another battery. We can put another 270, and then you can have 540 amps, and you wouldn't see it. We've allowed for that.
G'day guys, Matt here from Skye RV. Going to take you for a little walkthrough now on the 14-footer. So we'll kick it off up front. We got the DO35 full articulation hitch up there. Front toolbox, you got your water both sides of the van for showering. That one's locked, but in the front there you've got your 2 gas bottles and 2 jerry cans. Your gas bottles for what typically is the Weber barbecue that sits here. Underneath that we got the little sink set up. Everything's designed to sort of be outdoor living. So outdoor sink when you're finished. You got your drying rack. We've got a 95-litre Dometic slide-out fridge. So that's your external fridge. All your gauges for your airbags, water, all your lights, everything's right here. Nice, easily labelled. So it is on full independent airbag suspension. Up and down, level side to side, take you anywhere you want to go. 90 gallons, I'm learning the gallons. So we've got 3 separate tanks underneath there. Which gives you a bit of versatility if you ever want to fill up one out of a creek or you want to keep them all drinking water. Big stainless bench out the side here with the induction cooktop, and then the rest is just bulk storage. So storage absolutely everywhere. This is sort of your pantry setup where you can load in all your food and bits and pieces. I'll show you the inside. This is where the magic happens. It is a pop-top roof. It's on hydraulic struts, so push a button, roof goes up, plenty of ventilation, which I actually love in a pop-top. Plus, you don't have as much drag when you're towing it, which is great. Full king-size bed, proper inner-sprung mattress with a topper, just like home, comfy as buggery. You've got your air conditioning, that's in the front box, which allows us to run full solar on the roof. So the battery system is 600 amps, 1320 watts of solar up on top, which is pretty cool. So full off-grid living. Your reading lights, you've got your fans when you're not running the air conditioning, seating for 4 people, more storage in all the drawers. You've got your power outlets. So that's your table when you're sitting down. A good couples van, but then still enough room to have the neighbours over for a beer. Toilet shower combo, so plenty of room in the shower, which is great. And it's a composting toilet, so once again all designed for off-grid living. a nice little kitchen setup. You got the sink, we've got another Dometic upright fridge, and then just more storage. So this gives you the ability to be able to cook even if the weather's bad. Inside, predominantly it's outdoor living. And yeah, that's a little quick walk through the 14-foot Skye RV.